Let's talk about interrupting negative thought patterns. It's one of the most important things that you can do for your brain. That's because what we focus on, what we dwell on, actually changes the brain. So negative thought patterns, when just allowed to exist, actually create a pathway for themselves to come back. So negative thought patterns repeat themselves because they're getting wired in the brain. That means that the most important thing you can do is learn to interrupt your negative thought patterns. I'm going to give you a great technique to do that. It's one of my favorites. I call it the thought cavalry technique. It goes like this. It's 3 steps. First step is you want to teach your brain that it's a good thing to notice your negative thought patterns. The way to do that is to celebrate. Start practicing, as silly as it sounds. Celebrate every time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern. That by itself does a little bit of an interruption, but you'll follow it with the thought cavalry interruption. This technique is a combination of a visualization and an internal sound. And the sound is the cavalry charge, the trumpet. You probably know what that is. It's the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, charge! You can actually hear that in your head, and when you do, it immediately overrides and interrupts other thoughts, including the negative ones, especially because you add to it a visualization of the cavalry coming over the hill and swooping you up. Right? It's your cavalry, the thought cavalry, there to rescue you. And you can even add in kind of a horseback kind of motion if you want, because it all adds up to a real playfulness that interrupts the negative thoughts. Then you get to replace them with a positive thought. You get to choose what it is, just something that you like to think about. So that's the technique. Catch yourself first and make it more likely your brain will catch yourself by celebrating every time you catch yourself. Then have the thought cavalry come to the rescue and then replace it with a positive thought. It really works. Try it out and have fun with your cavalry.